This segment sponsored by Foster Financial. Welcome to Wealth Wednesday, where we provide you with holistic financial advice from Foster Financial. And joining me today is their Vice President, Caleb Doan. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
Good. How are you handling this up and down weather?
Oh, yeah, it's been wild, but we'll see. I think spring is right in front of us.
Yes, it's coming. I'm excited. But a little bit more snow I will be happy with.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see.
So today, Caleb, we're going to speak about tax strategizing. So what do you have in store for us?
Yeah, so I mean, I think it's something that's kind of on top of mind for a lot of people right now. Of course, the deadline is coming up in a month and a half. It's today's the first day of or really early into March. So so tax strategizing is really top of mind with people. It's one thing that we really like to emphasize at Foster Financial, and I think what we've noticed in the industry is that a lot of times people will work with different financial professionals in their life. Maybe they have their financial advisor, they have their CPA, who they're probably working with pretty closely right now. And a lot of times those people aren't really communicating with one another. The CPA and the financial advisor, maybe they know of each other, but it's possible that there's some strategies that the financial advisor is doing that maybe the CPA isn't aware of. And so one of the things that we really like to do is kind of bridge that gap. And one of the ways that we do that is anytime that we do tax strategizing throughout the year, and this can take a lot of forms. It can be qualified charitable distributions to help save on taxes. It can be Roth conversions, which actually require you to pay more taxes now, but then save you in the long run.
Right.
Whatever we do, we actually kind of write a letter to the CPA at the end of the year, and we send that either to the CPA directly or just to the client and say, hey, make sure to give this to your CPA when you do the taxes, and it'll lay out, hey, Foster Financial did $10,000 of qualified charitable distributions, so make sure to code that correctly. Or, we did this much Roth conversions, so make sure to code it this certain way. And I think having that open communication really benefits the client, and it kind of reduces some of the stress when it comes to doing taxes.
Right. And so let's talk about the timeline of this process. So when they come in to tax strategize with you, that happens now at the top of the year, correct? Or does it happen frequently throughout the year at different time frames?
Oh, yeah. We'll, it's all throughout the year. Every single review that we have with a client, we're kind of identifying, hey, have you done your required minimum distribution for this year? Do we need to make a plan for that? What does donation strategies look like? And so, I mean, people's situations change, from month to month or quarter to quarter. So, we do it all throughout the year, just whenever it's going to benefit the client the most.
Okay, gotcha. And then so that strategizing happens all throughout the year, and then you're saying this letter that is sent happens at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we sent those out, maybe a month ago for a lot of our clients to basically say, hey, you're going to, start getting all these 1099s in the mail. Make sure to include this letter with your CPA there too. So, and then a lot of times we'll get CPAs that call us and they're like, hey, I saw this little thing on the note sheet. I just want to confirm a couple things. And then we're just able to have that direct communication and maybe reduce some of the back and forth or kind of the client playing the middleman. And instead we can just communicate directly.
Okay. So in this process, is there anything that someone can prepare to for the strategizing meeting? How can they prepare themselves, their finances, their accounts, their records when they come in to see you?
Yeah, when people come in, especially for the first time, we have them bring in taxes for at least the last year, maybe even the last 2 years, depending on how their financial situation has changed. And so when we onboard a new client, we put together a full financial plan for them and make a strategy for the tax side of things going forward. And so a big piece of that is making sure they bring in their taxes and their supporting documents too. So if they have the 1099s or the W-2s, all of that stuff can kind of start to paint a picture where we can immediately identify, hey, these are some really great areas to save you money that we can take advantage of going forward.
All right. Well, sounds good. Thank you, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you.
And as you guys know, Foster Financial is here to help you with your tax strategizing. We'll have their phone number listed below, and I'll see you after the break. This segment sponsored by Foster Financial.